I'm here in Majorca thinking about the future of AI and Google Ads. Google is introducing more and more features that is essentially helping marketers and advertisers like you succeed on Google Ads. Let's talk a little bit about these new developments and what that means for your campaigns in this year. I just had a discussion with the CEO of Zima Media, and we were talking about some of the intricacies of running a campaign and really the intellectual properties that makes agencies viable. A lot of people are saying that AI is going to transcend the need to have an agency. So how can agencies compete, and why do agencies like Zima Media keep coming up on top while others are faltering and going out of business? Well, we're staying ahead of the curve and we're looking at some of the different advantages to build our business, because these platforms are offering a lot of value, and this is great. We're already deploying it to our customers, and Google just announced AI image generation. And let's talk about it first from need of AI image generation. A lot of the time, our clients, when we request for better assets, photos, videos, it's really hard to come up with them. AI might be a shortcut to get this quicker, but ultimately there's some ethics here because there is some impersonation, there is some content manipulations, and there is no authenticity in AI generated images. Clients and some agencies might feel that this is a great value add to get your campaigns ahead of the game and get more customers to your website. But is that really ethically viable? Is that misleading image really going to help you sell more products? Some people do believe that it helps and it's necessary to have it, but we're seeing more and more clients going after those raw, unboxing TikTok style videos, which are a lot easier to produce and you don't have to fake those. So that's the line here. Google is offering this AI image generation. So if you're in hospitality, if you're in lifestyle, fashion, you can have better images if you don't have that lifestyle photography. Your social proof is going to be vetted on your social media, your lifestyle photography, your images, your trusted reviews, and that's how customers are going to measure you. So if there is a disconnect on your AI generated ads on Google Ads, and they go to your social media and it doesn't really live up to the caliber of what AI generation can do. AI generation can create really stunning photos and videos in some cases to a limited form. Consistency passes all the way through your brand. Clients and people do have a BS indicator, and when they start seeing AI generated images, they'll start to dig further and further to see, really, is this authentic or is this the real deal? So if you're going to fake it with your customers by using AI generation, you have to be forewarned that if they find out that there are some aspects to your brand that do not align, because it's all about symmetry, you want to look good in every single place a customer will see you, this might hurt you in the short term. Even though you can fake it to make it, as some people will make, which is one of the biggest fallacies you'll have in the business world. But this is one layer to the Google Ads sphere. The AI image generation is going to help you execute quicker. The AI-driven campaigns are going to help you create better campaigns based off of recommendations. And the data-driven campaigns are going to work marvelously if you have advanced conversion tracking set up for your business. At the end of the day, what we're going to start seeing with Google and platforms alike is these platforms are going to understand your business, your brand, and even your customer to a certain degree, depending on the platform, better than you are. Which is why this can be a disruptive force for the Facebooks of the world to start creating these ad campaigns on your behalf. However, you're going to be paying for these campaigns that are data-driven campaigns that are optimized by AI to a certain extent. And you have to have some working knowledge here, because if you're just going to enter in your credit card and there's a black box that's just going to spit out results, you're going to pay for it regardless if it's a good campaign or if it's a bad campaign. So this is one of those trends that you can stay on top of. It helps enable customers start up a lean campaign much more quickly. And there's a helicopter here. Gonna wave at them. Just billionaires in Majorca on helicopters. What am I gonna do? I hope it's not screwing up the audio, which is a great advantage, because not only is this lowering the bar of entry for more small businesses to enter with an AI generated campaign, it's also going to likely turn off a lot of advertisers, because advertising is not a get rich scheme. Advertising is a utility, just like your electric, just like your water. And the thing about advertising is most people think they can get a better rate. And a better rate doesn't actually mean better quality services, because electricity and water, it still comes out from the end. It comes out from the plug. It still comes out from the pipe. It doesn't matter. You want to pay the cheapest. But for advertising and marketing, there's always somebody that can do it cheaper. So you have to be wary, especially if these AIs or these claims are coming from businesses that have only been around for a couple of months. You have to wait and see how these AI platforms are really going to develop. But ultimately, the Googles and the Facebooks of the world are going to have a really good product. And at the end of all of this whole conversation, this whole rant today is the authenticity. If you are using AI images, in my experience, I use them as a placeholder. When I build a new website for a client, I use AI images, AI videos, AI text to give the customers a final form that's ready to sell today, but they have to be aware that they need to replace these AI images with something as good, as real, as authentic. Because getting an image on your website is one thing, but creating that image, that exposure, that storytelling, that process, that entire business process, the behind the scenes is really worthwhile, because that's content in itself. And if you're showing yourself behind that curtain, that Wizard of Oz curtain, everything that you're doing, everything that you're putting into it, that's going to speak volumes. And it's going to speak so much more than these AI generated campaigns that are generated by these faceless corporations or these faceless companies and these faceless businesses. If you look on social media, on the TikToks, everything is about being a faceless dropshipper, a faceless influencer. If you can't connect with your customers, somebody else will, and they're going to take your business. So how do you feel about AI image content and AI generated content? I'd like to know here in the comments, because this is available to you today and you can take action by making your campaigns better. But are you willing to take the risk to make your brand something that it's not?